Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive into a story that's all about bold colors and entrepreneurial spirit.
Oh, and with a little bit of drama sprinkled in.
Exactly. We're heading over to Lagos, Nigeria, where fashion and online businesses collide.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see how young entrepreneurs are like really making their mark in this booming market, you know?
Totally. So today we're going to be unpacking the story of Nneoma.
Okay.
She's a high school student who turned her love for African prints into, well, a really successful online business.
It's called Nasia Prince Hub.
Right. You're probably picturing those like super vibrant fabrics with the intricate designs,
Oh,
right?
for sure. Some of them are truly stunning.
Yeah, and that's what Nneoma saw, like a real demand for those unique, high-quality prints.
A gap in the market she knew she could fill.
And she did. But here's the thing. She didn't just jump in head first.
Right.
She was smart enough to, like, tap into her mother's knowledge.
Makes sense.
Her mom's a skilled tailor, so she had those crucial connections in the fabric world, and she even guided Nneoma on the business side.
Smart move. Having a mentor can make all the difference in those early stages.
For sure. And Nneoma, she was savvy with social media too.
Yeah.
Like, she knew how to showcase her prints online.
That it paid off, huh?
Big time.
Yeah.
Orders started pouring in from all over Lagos, students, professionals, even fashion designers, you name it.
So she's killing it, but there's always a but, right?
Sadly, yeah. Just as things were taking off, she had to deal with that classic entrepreneurial hurdle, competition.
Ah, yes, the dreaded C word.
Enter Ikenna, a classmate known for his, well, ambitious, shall we say, business ventures.
Ambitious, but maybe not always successful.
You got it. So Ikenna saw how well Nneoma was doing. And of course, what does he do?
Let me guess. He tries to get in on the action?
Yep, he pops up with this whole partnership proposal talking about taking her business global.
Classic. But you can see the clash of styles already, can't you?
Oh, totally. Like Nneoma's all about building a solid base, you know.
Quality, customer relationships, that sort of thing.
Exactly. Ikenna, he seems more focused on quick wins and rapid expansion.
Yeah, not always the best long-term strategy.
And Nneoma sensed that. She politely declined his offer. But Ikenna, he's not one to back down easily.
Oh, no. What'd he do?
Well, shortly after, he launches his own online store. Ike Prints, he calls it.
Okay, so now they're direct competitors. How did Nneoma handle that?
She focused on what made her unique, personalized customer service. She really went above and beyond to make sure her customers were happy.
Smart. A loyal customer base is like gold.
It is. But Ikenna, he kept at it, ramped up his online presence, and then things got really bad for Nneoma.
Oh, no. What happened?
She got this email from a major fashion boutique in Lagos.
Uh-oh. This doesn't sound good.
It wasn't. They were accusing her of, get this, copyright infringement.
Oh, wow. That's serious.
They claimed she'd stolen their designs and even threatened legal action.
Yikes. I bet she was freaking out.
Totally. And they even sent her pictures of these so-called stolen designs. And to be honest, they did look really similar to her work.
Oh, man. That's a tough spot to be in. What did she do?
Well, at first, she panicked.
Hmm.
But then she had this realization, like a light bulb moment.
What was it?
She realized that someone had copied her designs and then sold them to the boutique, making her the scapegoat.
So she's being framed, and I bet she knew exactly who was behind it.
Oh, she did. Her suspicions landed squarely on, you guessed it, Ikenna.
Wow. So what does she do?
Well, she knew she had to act fast. She had to clear her name and expose Ikenna's scheme. But how? That's what we'll pick up next time.
On the edge of my seat. Can't wait to hear what happens next. So Nneoma's got this huge accusation hanging over her head. It's really interesting to see how she handles it.
Yeah, she could have just crumbled under the pressure.
Right, but she didn't.
Nope. Instead, she decided to confront Ikenna head on. Like, she found him after school and just laid it all out.
Told him she knew what he did.
Yep. Accused him straight up of setting her up.
Wow, that's brave. The confrontation's got to be handled carefully, you know?
Oh, absolutely. It's not about being aggressive. It's about, like, standing your ground and demanding accountability.
Exactly. And in this case, it was also a way for Nneoma to, like, see how Ikenna would react, gather some intel.
And how did he react?
I bet he played it cool.
You know, Ikenna, total denial mode. He even tried to spin it around, implying that Nneoma just couldn't hack the competition.
Oh, come on. Typical. But Nneoma wasn't buying it.
Now, for a second. She knew she had to clear her name and show everyone what Ikenna was really up to.
So what did she do? Did she just, like, go on the attack?
Not exactly. She had a plan, a smart one. First, she reached out to all her loyal customers.
Good move. Transparency is key in a situation like this.
Right. She explained everything that happened, assured them she'd never do something like that.
Building trust, showing she had nothing to hide.
Exactly. But she didn't stop there. She then went straight to the fashion boutique.
Bold move. I would have been terrified.
She was nervous, but she knew she had to do it. And she came prepared, armed with proof of her original designs, a timeline of all her sales, like everything.
Wow. That's thinking ahead. Not many people would have the presence of mind to do that.
She's amazing, right?
Totally.
And you know what? Her customers were super impressed by her honesty and how she was handling everything.
So they had her back.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Some even went on social media, defending her, calling Ikenna out.
That's the power of a strong community. They rallied around her.
It's amazing to see how public opinion can change so quickly when people trust a brand.
Yeah, for sure.
And guess what? With all the evidence Nneoma presented and the public pressure, the boutique realized they'd been tricked.
Oh, wow. So they dropped the lawsuit.
They did. Nneoma's name was cleared.
Thank goodness. I bet that was a huge relief.
Oh yeah, but the whole ordeal definitely left a mark.
I can't even imagine. But in a way, it was like a crash course in the importance of protecting your work.
Yeah, a hard lesson learned.
Right. It shows that intellectual property isn't just some legal concept. It's about protecting your creativity, your brand, everything you've worked for.
Totally. But Nneoma, being the strong entrepreneur that she is, she didn't just dwell on the negative.
She turned it into something positive.
She did. She took all that she'd learned and used it to make her business even stronger.
Now that's impressive. I love that. So what does she do?
First, she officially registered all her designs. No more copycats.
Smart move.
Then she revamped how she worked with suppliers, only partnering with ones she could really trust.
So she was making sure everyone involved shared her values.
That's it. But she didn't stop there. She saw a new opportunity, a chance to connect with her customers on a deeper level.
Ooh, tell me more. What did she do?
She launched a line of custom-made clothing, using her unique prints, of course.
Oh, wow. That's brilliant. So customers could get a truly one-of-a-kind piece.
Exactly. And it was a hit. Customers loved the idea of working with Nneoma to create something special, something just for them.
It's like taking personalization to a whole new level.
It is. And for Nneoma, it was more than just expanding her business. It was about combining her passion, her skills, and creating a brand that was all about self-expression.
Wow. That's inspiring. But while all this was happening, what about Ikenna? What happened to him and Ike Prince?
Well, Ikenna's little scheme, it kind of blew up in his face.
Yeah, word travels fast. Especially when it comes to, shady business practices.
People started realizing what he'd done.
And they weren't too happy about it, huh?
Nope. Customers who'd been drawn in by his, super low prices, they started to question if they could trust him.
Makes sense. Reputation is everything. Once you lose that trust, it's tough to win it back.
It really is. And for Ikenna, that loss of trust, it meant losing customers. And eventually, Ike Prince just fizzled out.
Wow. So his unethical actions basically led to his downfall.
Exactly. It's a stark contrast to Nneoma's story. She stayed true to her values, focused on those genuine customer relationships, and it not only helped her through a tough situation, but actually made her brand even stronger.
It's a good reminder that doing the right thing, it's not just ethically sound, it's good for business too.
Absolutely. So, as we wrap up our deep dive into Nneoma's journey, what are some of the big takeaways our listeners can, take with them?
Well, first off, protect your work. You got to understand those intellectual property rights, register your designs, trademarks, all that good stuff. It's your shield in the marketplace.
Yeah, especially these days, online. It's so easy for someone to just copy your ideas.
Exactly. And beyond that, think about your brand. What makes you stand out? What are your values? This is about more than just a cool logo or a catchy name.
It's about communicating your story, connecting with those ideal customers.
Right. And Nneoma's story shows just how important those customer relationships are. Treat people right, be responsive, go the extra mile. It makes all the difference.
Turn those one-time buyers into loyal fans.
Totally. And last but not least, stay flexible. The business world's always changing, so be ready to adapt, explore new avenues, Nneoma expanding into custom clothing, that's a great example.
Yep. She saw a need and went for it. So, to everyone listening, as you're building your businesses, remember Nneoma's story. Protect your creativity, build a strong brand, treat those customers right, and stay open to change.
Those are golden rules right there. Nneoma's journey shows us that success isn't just about what you sell. It's about how you operate, the connections you make, and how you bounce back from those inevitable challenges.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
And on that note, we'll leave you with something to think about. How can you bring your own passions and experiences into your business? Make it something truly special, something that not only sets you apart but also makes a positive impact.